Good morning. There is an article that I absolutely love. I often give it to my clients to read. It's a longer article and it takes a little while to really understand it because it's written in kind of older language. I think it was probably written in the 50s or something. But what I love about this article is there's so much wisdom in it. And the article's name is The Common Denominator of Success. If you want access to this article, I'm happy to give it to you for free. Contact me and I'll definitely get back to you and give it to you because it's fantastic. So if you want it, you don't have to look hard. Simply reach out and I'll give it to you, okay? Now, in The Common Denominator of Success, there's a really important statement made, and that statement is, successful people do what unsuccessful people don't want to do. It's not that, and this is the main point of the article. There are many main points, and it's a great article, especially if you're in sales or business. But the main point is, nobody likes to cold call. Nobody likes to get outside of their comfort zone and push themselves and things initially. Nobody likes that kind of stuff. It's not that some people are wired. It was like, oh, I love torture and pain and frustration and late nights and work. People don't love that naturally. But successful people have learned that that's what brings them success. And so successful people do what unsuccessful people don't want to do. That's the major difference. So here's the next question. If successful people do what unsuccessful people don't want to do, how do you do it on a consistent basis? How do you motivate yourself? How do you get through the stuff that you don't want to do? And this comes back, I've talked about this before, this comes back to some really basic concepts. One basic concept is that you didn't like doing a whole bunch of stuff that you do on a consistent basis right now. A lot of you don't love driving, but you do it to get to work. You do it to get somewhere. Others love driving, and that's okay. Some people hate, I've got shoes on right now. I tie my laces every single day. I tie my shoelaces. I don't love tying my shoelaces. In fact, at one point in time, I hated tying my shoelaces. I just want to go out and play. Just let me go out and play. Why do I have to mess around with these shoelaces? But you know what? I did it enough times, it became easy enough that now I did my shoelaces, and maybe other kids are complaining about their shoelaces, but I do them and get outside. So I get what I want, while other people don't get what they want. Successful people do what unsuccessful people don't want to do. So in the end, we both don't want to do it initially if you do it long enough. If you get up early in the mornings, if you have hard conversations with people, and negotiate and find a solution that meets both of your needs. If you ask great questions of people and learn skills to communicate with people. If you learn marketing techniques and sales techniques where you can actually meet people's needs rather than simply pushing something on them. That's hard. It takes work, it takes energy, it takes effort. And initially, for many people, they're not going to enjoy it. But successful people do what unsuccessful people don't want to do. So I want you to ask this right now. Ask yourself, what is getting me stuck with business? What is it that I don't want to do? Is it discomfort with people? Is it discomfort with money, with sales? Is it belief in myself, a lack of confidence? What is it that I don't want to do? And once you understand what you don't want to do, I want you to ask the next question, and you can do two things with this. I'll give you two options. One is delegate somebody else to do it. If you're the size of business that you can delegate somebody and pay somebody to do it, do that. It's okay. There are certain things you don't want to do that with. Maybe I'll talk about it in another video. But for right now, delegation is one option. The other option is do at least part of it. Simplify it. Figure out a way. At one time, I hated doing videos. I hated doing videos. I was uncomfortable. I was lacked confidence. I didn't know what to say. I made lots of mistakes all the time. And to tell you the truth, I make lots of mistakes still all the time. Having said that, I've become comfortable with it. I shoot videos consistently. Why? Because that's something that I think brings value to people. And once I started doing it on a consistent basis, I realized, hey, wait a second, there are a few different systems I can use that make it a little bit easier for me, and I enjoy the process. What is another way that works for you? So what is something you don't want to do? And then how can you do it on a simple level? How can you do it initially? If you don't like shooting videos, but you believe it's important, if you don't like writing articles, but you believe it's important, if you don't like, doing podcasts or marketing in some other way, but you believe it's important, then what you want to do is start slow, start easy, start simple. If your first videos are you want to go live or whatever, don't start live. That's a lot harder. Start by shooting a video and making lots of mistakes and simply getting comfortable with camera. Then once you're comfortable with the camera, being in front of the camera, then start to do it and record it and give it to somebody and ask them to watch it. And then give it to strangers and ask them to watch it. And then do it live. There's a progression that you can move up with. And eventually you will start loving it if that's something that's going to help you. you can fall in love with any of this stuff. And that's a perspective change. Often it comes with confidence. Often it comes with going, I know I'm doing a good job with this and it feels good to do it. I get results from it. That will only happen as you start to experience something, as you start to try something, as you start to learn through experience and trial and error. So for today, first step, ask yourself, what is one thing that's getting in my way? Secondly, how can I start doing it in some simple, easy way that will at least get the ball rolling? And so that I can start getting comfortable. Start learning your bunny ears and tie your laces. And once you've got that, you'll be able to do far more. Enjoy your day.